If you get hurt in an accident in Illinois, one of the first concerns you probably have is how will your medical bills get paid? My name's Zach Anderson. I'm a co-owner at 217 Law and an injury attorney in Central Illinois. In this video, I want to explain some of the ways that medical expenses are commonly handled in Illinois personal injury cases. In many situations, medical bills are initially paid through health insurance, assuming the injured person has coverage. The healthcare provider submits the bill to the insurance company. Patient might be responsible for deductibles or copays, just like any other medical bill. The health insurance provider then takes a lien on any future recovery, be that through a settlement or a verdict. And assuming there is a successful recovery, they will get paid back a portion of what they advanced at the end of a case. In fact, I run into situations more often than I'd like where someone gets into an accident, it's not their fault, they go to the emergency room, but they don't provide their health insurance information to the emergency room because the injured person assumes that the other side's insurance will pay their medical bills. It's not how it works, though, in Illinois. In Illinois, there's no obligation for an at-fault party's insurance company to pay a medical bill unless that's negotiated as part of a settlement. So if you don't provide your health insurance information to the emergency room in that example, then they may end up just billing you directly. And assuming you don't pay the entirety of the bill, the bill gets sent into collections. And collections is not a place you want to have a medical bill. In cases involving car accidents, medical payment coverage or med pay, um, which is typically a provision in somebody's insurance policy, auto insurance policy, will help pay for certain medical expenses. Med pay is often pretty low, though. I typically see around $5,000 in a lot of auto policies, so it only goes so far. Another way that medical bills can get paid is if a healthcare provider agrees to treat an injured person on what's called a medical lien. Medical lien essentially just means that the provider agrees to wait for payment until the injury claim is resolved. Best practice, though, is to, like I mentioned earlier, submit through your own health insurance. A health insurance lien is typically a lot lower than a healthcare provider's lien. And what that means is that less has to be paid out at the end of your case, which maximizes your financial recovery. Because medical bills and medical and insurance issues can be extremely complicated, it's important to work with a personal injury attorney sooner rather than later if you're involved in an accident in Illinois. If your incident occurred in Central Illinois and you have any interest in potentially working together, please feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to consult with you.